Alright, what up guys, we're back at it with some Fable Lost Chapters, and this of course is my retrospective playthrough where we kind of just play the game and see how it holds up in the year 2022. Now right off the bat, I kind of feel like my GoPro's acting a little funny today, so if the audio's off, that's why. I'm hoping it's not, I'm hoping everything's okay, but like, for the first time ever in OBS, there's like literally no delay for the GoPro. Like usually there's at least like a second of delay. And right now, there's literally no delay. Like, if I move my hand, like, it literally just moves with it, which is kind of weird. That literally has never happened before with the GoPro setup. So, hopefully, I mean, it sounds weird to be like, hopefully there's still a delay. But hopefully there's still a delay because I have it set up for a delay. So, if there's no delay and I have it set up for a delay, there's going to be like a reverse delay, right? Anyway, so we might as well pop off some of these little singular quests. Oh, actually, we might as well do Trader Rescue, since we never actually did that. I feel like we definitely need some spells at this point. We haven't gotten any. I feel like at the very least, I'm going to want slow time.
Notice your experience pool's going down.
Yeah, one thing that the first Fable absolutely got right was the spell system. I mean, not just like the selection of spells in general, because, you know, first of all, the selection of spells is just absolutely amazing in this game, especially compared to the other games. But aside from that, just like the system of casting spells is so much better. Like just having them like right here, like ready to use, like you don't need to like do any like there's no charge up system, there's no fucking weird shit. It's just like, oh, you cast the spell like you would in any other fucking video game that has ever existed. You just simply cast the spell. Why would any game do it any differently than like any other game has ever done it? Like, oh, you know what would make this game better? If we made the magic system worse than any other game has ever done it in the history of mankind. Like, what is the incentive to do that, honestly? Like, I'm trying to figure out what the incentive is to make a game, like, so, like, horrible to play that, like, nobody enjoys it, right? Like, what incentive is there to do that? What incentive is there to take something that isn't broken, something that most people enjoyed, and then take it and make it into something that nobody enjoys? Like, what is there to gain from doing that? I'm so confused. See, it's like Fable 2 honestly had the worst magic system. Like, don't get me wrong, the magic system in both Fable 2 and 3 sucked fucking donkey dick compared to the first one. But Fable 2 was particularly fucking bad just because of like how the charge up system worked. And like, don't get me wrong, Fable 3 also had a charge up system, but it was like slightly different somehow. Like Fable 3, it was like regardless of what fucking level your spell was, there was a charge up system. So it was like, even if you had a level 1 spell, like, it wasn't that you had to charge up the spell, it was that you could charge up the spell. And it makes it, like, stronger than normal or something, right? If you had a level 1 spell, you know, you could cast it once and that would be pretty weak. Or you could just, charge it up a little bit, make it a little bit stronger, right? Well, if you upgrade those spells, I'm pretty sure, like, the base level spell, like, still does more damage. And you can still charge it up even more to do even more damage. So it's like, regardless of how much you charge it up, it still does more damage than, like, the first level of spell, you know what I mean? But yeah, so that was, like, the Fable 3 system. But then in Fable 2, it was like, I don't know, it was fucking terrible. Like, every single spell, like, it had multiple levels of spell. And every level of spell took its own charge to cast. So, like, if you were level 1 in a spell, it would be like, okay, you press it and you cast it, right? If you're level 2 in the spell, it's like, okay, well, you can press and cast level 1, but if you want to use level 2, you have to charge up to level 2. So it's like, oh, you want to use level 2 spell, you gotta like, then you're using level 2 spell. God forbid you have level 5 spell and you have to sit there for like 20 seconds while your fucking character charges up level 5 spells. So it's just like absolute dog shit. Like literally you can't use your fucking higher level spells unless you sit there for 20 seconds and charge it up, right? Like at least in Fable 3 you could actually use your higher level spells without needing to charge them up. Like you could still charge them up if you wanted to and you wanted some extra damage. But it was not a requirement to use the higher level spell to do more damage. And it's like, I can almost vaguely understand what they were trying to do. They're like, oh, they're stronger spells, so like, you know, we have to make it harder to use them, right? Like, it almost makes sense, right? But it only almost makes sense in a vacuum, because you still have to remember, like, okay, but enemies in the game still get harder. So even though the enemies in the game get harder, you're gonna make it so I have to use my weaker spell unless I want to sit there for 20 seconds and charge it up. Like, how does that make sense? Imagine Oblivion or like Skyrim and their leveled system, right? Like, imagine if you got like a Daedric sword, but like the minute that you went to go fight something that was level 20, it's like, oh, by the way, you're not allowed to use that Daedric sword. You have to use an iron sword for the first hit, and then after you hit him once with an iron sword, then you can take out your steel sword and hit him with the steel sword. Once you hit him once with the steel sword, then you can take out your dwarven sword and hit, like, could you fucking imagine if that same system was in place for literally any other mechanic in the game? Like, honestly, could you fucking imagine it? It wouldn't work. It wouldn't make sense. Like, if it wouldn't make sense for ranged or melee combat, it won't make sense for magic combat. So like, why is it there, right? It's like in Fable 2, it's like obviously you can upgrade like your weapon skills and your bow skills too. Like, you can make it so that you literally do more damage with a sword, right? But there's no charging system for that. It's like, if you do more damage with the sword, you do more damage with the sword. So why is that not the same case for magic? Like, there's no reason for it not to be the same case for magic. It's just somebody tried to do too much work that day, basically, and fucked up the game. Luckily, though, for Fable 3, they were like, whoa, that was a mistake, right? And they decided not to do that because, I don't know, I guess there had to be, like, one smart person working there, right? But yeah, so, like, Fable 3 had a vaguely tolerable system. Fable 2 had an absolutely fucking terrible system. And then Fable 1 has, like, the only, like, actual playable system out of any of them. And the other cool thing about Fable's magic system is, like, not only is it actually easy and, like, intuitive to use and, like, to cast spells, but there's actually, like, a super duper easy mode to it, too. So, like, if it wasn't already handy enough to just, like, have your spells right here ready to cast, you can literally just attach them to your hotbar there, those 1 through 9 numbers on the bottom. You can literally put any of your spells on any of those slots, which means that you can literally have, like, up to 9 spells, like, at the touch of a fingertip. Like, you don't have to, like, hold shift, you don't have to, like, fucking take your hand, literally just, like, any of those, like, 1 through 9, pop, 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 pop. And slow time was, like, the worst, like, absolutely. Like, in Fable 2, it would be, like, you're trying to use your slow time, but the way it works is, like, you would hope and wish and think that, like, maybe the level 1 of slow time is as good as the level 1 of slow time in Fable 1. It's so totally fucking not. Level 1 slow time in Fable 2 lasts about, like, 10% as long as level 1 slow time in Fable 1. It's fucking embarrassing, like, how no time it fucking lasts at all. Like, level 5 slow time in Fable 2 is almost as good as level 1 slow time in Fable 1, you know what I mean? But, like, it doesn't fucking last. It just straight up doesn't. Also, these swords just make you feel so powerful. I'm pretty sure they just straight up didn't have great swords in either Fable 2 or Fable 3. They might have had them in Fable 2. I honestly can't remember. But, like, that's one of those, like, random weapons that just aren't really in the other games for some reason. This is, like, the weapon of Fable, in my opinion. Like, I don't think any fucking game has a weapon anything like this, honestly. This weird, like, bell-headed greatsword thing, like, best fucking weapon of any game, honestly. I don't know why I'm, like, so particular to the greatswords in this game, but they're fucking pretty cool. I like them. I mean, the Soulless greatsword is awesome, too. Don't get me wrong on that one. But this, like, this OG greatsword shape, I don't know why I like it so much, but I really do. There's something about this weapon in particular that I just really, really enjoy. It's just unlike any other weapon in any other game, really. See, at least Fable 3 had, like, area of attack spells. I can't quite remember what Fable 2 had going on for it as far as area of attack spells go, but neither game had anything even close to Infernal Wrath. That shit's just amazing. Oh, and then obviously there's the fact that you get bigger. So Fable 2 had this mechanic too, where, you know, as you level up your character, you get bigger and taller and all that stuff. I don't know why they didn't include that in Fable 3, but they just, like, straight up were like, yeah, you know, we don't need that as a function. Fuck it, right? Like, no, not fuck it. No, not right. Why would you take out, like, possibly one of the coolest functions of the game? Like, at least for its time, this was a completely unique function of Fable. Like, I am pretty sure there was not a single RPG before Fable where your character was, like, literally shaped by the skills that you achieved, right? Because, you know, obviously it's not just as simple as, like, oh, you gain skills, you get bigger. No, it's like, gain strength, you get, like, beefier, you get stronger and buffer, right? If you raise skill, you get taller, which, you know, whatever. And then if you raise magic, you get, like, magical veins and stuff, right? For some reason in Fable 3, they were just like, nah, none of this is important, fuck that. Which, again, like, even Fable 2 had it, so, like, what the fuck, right? But, like, to a certain extent, it did look pretty bad in Fable 2. So, like, I honestly can't blame them for not adding it to Fable 3. Because really all that happened in Fable 2 is you ended up being like a beefcake BBW, basically. But yeah, I don't know, there was something about the fact that, like, your character literally, like, progressed in, like, their heroic stature as you did heroic things and gained heroicness, you know? I gotta say, though, what did always bug me was straight up the fact that you never got as big as Thunder. Like, here you are supposed to be, like, more or less like the best hero in the game. Like you're supposed to be like the hero, the chosen one or whatever. Basically like the hero of all heroes or whatever. And now it makes sense that like Thunder starts out bigger than you, but like for some reason you cannot get anywhere near the size of Thunder. Like even when you reach like your max stature in this game, like you are still like paled in comparison by fucking Thunder's stature. Which there is actually a mod for it, and it's actually like, I think the only mod that I've ever downloaded, and I haven't had it in a while. But it's a mod that makes it so that your hero eventually gets the size of Thunder by the time you max out all your skills, and it's super fucking cool, because you end up huge. Oh, and then the lock-on system, like Fable 3 just straight up didn't have a lock-on system, and that shit was the most fucking annoying thing. I'm pretty sure Fable 2 had a lock-on system. I can't quite remember, but I'm pretty sure that Fable 2 had one. See, Fable 3 had like a reverse lock-on system. It would be like, oh, you don't want to lock onto anything? Let me lock you onto like literally the least convenient thing that we could possibly lock you onto, right? Like, that was the Fable 3 lock-on system. There was no way to manually lock onto stuff. Like, you couldn't just be like, oh, I want to fight specifically that guy. Let me fight specifically that guy. Like, no. The game lets you fight who it wants you to fight. Like, you can only fight that guy if the game lets you fight that guy. Chances are it's going to force you to fight these guys, right? Like, the amount of times in Fable 3 I would literally just be trying to kill a boss, and it won't let me attack the boss because it won't let me lock onto them. And it's just locking onto every single, like, other smaller enemy, like, surrounding the boss. So it'll literally be like you're trying to attack this sign or whatever, and then it spawns like a bunch of other stuff around you. It's like, oh, what about this mushroom over here? Oh, we're locked onto this mushroom now. I know you really wanted to hit this fucking sign, but this mushroom though. And it'd be like, particularly when you're trying to use your bow, it'd be like, oh, let me shoot this guy. But, oh, we locked onto this guy though. Oh, we're locked onto, oh, you wanted to, no, we're locked onto this guy. So you gotta like, maybe you could do this in the middle of combat if you really wanted to, but like, good luck when you're being attacked by shit. It's just not gonna work. And there's literally just no remedy for it either. There's no like unlock on button. You're constantly locked on to everything, and it's just the everything that the game wants you to be locked onto. And it's never the thing that you actually need to fight. Oh, and then like even worse, you'll literally just be trying to like run away from combat. Like, let's say this sign is fighting me, and I'm literally just trying to walk away, right? Should be just that easy, right? It's just like, oh, fighting the sign, don't want to fight the sign anymore. Let me just walk away. You'll just be walking along. You're not even trying to fight anything. You didn't even know there was an enemy there. You're just walking along. You're just trying to keep walking along. All of a sudden the sign pops out of nowhere. It's like, oh, you wanted to be locked onto the sign, right? And then you're just like, you're really just trying to like keep walking, but the game like won't fucking let you, and it won't let you run either because you can't run while you're locked onto stuff. So you're literally just trying to walk, but the game won't fucking let you because you're locked onto something that you didn't ask to be locked onto. I don't know, it's just like the little shit like that that makes Fable 3 borderline unplayable. And there's similar shit in Fable 2 that does like the same thing that just makes you not want to play the fucking game. Like, why did they do that type shit? And the thing is, there's like a fucking lot of it. You'll be playing Fable 2 or 3 and you're just constantly sitting there like, why the fuck did they do this? Why the fuck did they do this? Why the fuck did they do that? And that's literally just every single playthrough of Fable 2 and 3. It's just like, why the fuck did some stupid ass developer in a chair in an office somewhere make this stupid ass fucking decision? Like, why? Also, fun little Easter egg. This is the only kid that you can kill in this game. So don't miss your chance. And he's got a lot of health too, so you really gotta like try to kill him too. You can also kill his grandma too, but like we all know that you can kill adults in this game. It's nothing special. Yeah, generally speaking, you can't kill kids in any of the fucking Fable games. But in Fable 1, there's one kid, literally just one kid that you're allowed to kill. For some reason, I don't know why, but you're allowed to kill that kid. Anyways, so I think that's about it for this video. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. It definitely helps me out. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you want to check out any more of this content or any of my other gaming content for that matter. And of course, as always, for as little as 99 cents a month, you can become a channel member, help support this channel monetarily, help me pay some bills around here, that sort of thing. But yeah, with that being said, I've been Plock the Master Gamer with some Fable the Lost Chapters, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.